Black Widow and Hawkeye, issue number 1. That's right, folks. Did you know that these characters are turning 60 years old this year? Doesn't that make you feel old? That's not that old. 64? Okay. I mean, go off, I guess. That's kind of cool. I guess everyone's turning 60 in the Marvel Universe in, like, this decade. That's kind of fun. I guess. I don't know. So, I mean, this book's really interesting to me because we've really pushed like the Hawkeye and Black Widow relationship where the movies were like, they've been friends forever, they need each other. And then the comics were like, yeah, sure. So they're that now. And then like, it's such an interesting place in both of their careers right now in the continuity. Clint is leading the Thunderbolts and Natasha's got a Venom symbiote or just a symbiote. I don't know. I don't know where she got that from. I just knew she got it. So that's cool. So yeah, let's put them together in a book. That's just a book of Let's Go Back, where it's just let's keep going back a couple of hours to see where we are. Sure. So we open up this book in Siberia, and a guy named Mikhail is being attacked by Black Widow, and her symbiote makes little spiders, I guess. That's kind of cool. She's trying to figure out what happened to Clint because Clint did something stupid in Madripoor, and she wants to figure out where he is. So then we cut to Madripoor, 24 hours earlier, where Clint is running from a couple of assassins. And he's like tripping off the side of a building, crashes through a window. He realizes that a bomb has been planted on him, and it goes off. And we're led to believe Clint Barton is dead, but he's a main character in the Marvel Universe, and the book's called Black Widow and Hawkeye, so there's no way he's dead. Cut to 36 hours earlier. I'm guessing it's 36 hours from the point where Natasha is in Siberia and not from 24 hours earlier. So I'm guessing it's like 12 hours earlier from the 24 hours. We're in New York City. Natasha's in a nightclub or something. She's dressed in like a Venom symbiote dress, and she's met by Bobby Morse. Mockingbird shows up. Hooray, Mockingbird is here. And she's like, Clint and I have been getting along pretty good lately, and with the Thunderbolt stuff, it's great, but with the CIA, I can't really like get involved in what's about to happen. So I'm hoping you can help us figure out, or help me in particular, figure out what's going on with Clint Barton and where he is. Because I don't know. Just some stuff with Moscow and like Russia, and he did some bad stuff. I'm hoping you could find him for me. And she's like, well, yeah, we could do it together. He's like, no, I can't get involved, Natasha. Like, I can't. Now, this is unrelated, and I'm just going to bring this up. I think they should marry Clint and Bobby again. I'm sorry. I think they should. I really want to separate Clint from a lot of like the more movie adjacent characters, and I think a relationship with Bobby Morse is the right way to do that. So put them back together. So what happened to Clint? Well, he did something that he could be convicted of that's like deadly and dangerous. Let's go back and figure out what that was. So 48 hours earlier in Washington, D.C., there is the foreign minister of Russia, Sergei Leonov, is meeting with somebody at the powerful position in Washington. And they're trying to bring Russian and American relations closer together to build a stronger community. Hey, the perfect time to be doing this story in a comic book is right now. Cool. And then we're cutting between these people about to shake hands and an arrow releasing from the bow of a purple-gloved man hitting Sergei, and that happens. So then we just get a little bit of like information. Here's Mikhail being released from prison. Here's Clint and Madripoor being attacked. Here's Natasha in Russia and all that stuff. Cut to now where Clint's actually not dead. He wakes up in like a hospital lab somewhere. He jumps off of... Is he in an ambulance? I can't tell. Like they got him on like a wheelable table. I guess it's like a gurney or something. So he like beats the person that's attacking him, and he like tries to evade, but another assassin comes to attack him. I'm guessing he must have been in an ambulance because they're like right outside of like the streets of Madripoor or something. So somebody tries to attack him, and he's like, damn, I miss the days when assassins just use guns and not these stupid freaking weapons. So he is willing to accept his death, and then that's when like the tendrils of a Venom character reach back and take the assassin away, and it's Natasha. She's like, you could have just called us about something, dude. Now, Clint is missing his hearing aid, so he can't really, like, tell what she's saying. So he's trying to, like, do the sign language, like, I can't hear you. And he's like, I already know what her facial expression says. Weird quirk for a spy that I can read her so easily. But she gives him a big hug, and they just cut to a later scene, and it's like, Clint, what the hell are you doing? You could have called us, and we could have helped you. We're friends, right? Let me be a part of this. Look, I have an old contact. We could try to get you out of here, get across the border, get you to safety. And he's like, I'm not leaving. Like, I know what I'm doing here. I appreciate you coming to help me, but you really shouldn't have. I don't want you to get involved in this. Or your weird parasitic alien thing that's on you. That's a weird thing to happen to you, by the way. I know your name's Black Widow, but that's kind of weird. Whatever, like, I don't want to drag you into this, but I know what I'm doing. You have to let me do this. I don't know where this book is trying to set Clint up to be going, which is kind of interesting. But Natasha's kind of like, it's okay, we can deal with this together. We always deal with it together. We can do this. And Clint's like, no, we can't, okay? Things change. I'm not interested in doing like our usual cycle anymore. And I don't really want to be a part of that. I don't need someone to tell me what I do or who I am or any of that. I know I'm not really good at this right now. But I was there when the minister got assassinated. He was looking to bring, like, the relationships between Russia and the States closer together. He was talking about a more hopeful future, and that's when I did it. I am sorry, Nat, but I killed the Russian minister. So, okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. I don't know how to react to this book. I hope this isn't presenting Clint as, like, I needed to get out of this rut and I don't want things to change, but I also know they're going to change. They have to change, so I want to be like back to the old days or some bullshit like that, like a midlife crisis thing for Clint. I hope that's not the case. I hope he's like, he was like an assassin or something, like this Sergey guy was like a brood or something, like a mysterious person that's like deeper intrinsically connected, and Clint's not just like, I hate Russia, fuck Russia or something. I don't know. I don't really think this book really sold me on its existence yet. I like that these characters can get a miniseries. Because Clint works really well in a miniseries. That's where he kind of shines. We've had better miniseries of him before. I don't know if Phillips's like voice for Clint is really what I love to see from him, but I think Natasha is written pretty good for like her being in like this transition place right now. That works fine for me. But Clint Barton is a character I've enjoyed. He's the reason I got into Marvel Comics to begin with. So when you have an interpretation like this, I'm not 100% interested or convinced in it, but there is something there I could see developing. However, I don't know if that's going to be interesting. The cutting back was not really fun, and I think you could have done this just like a regular story and then have Clint be a reveal later on, as opposed to seeing him kill the minister at the beginning. You could have just had all the lead up to have Clint be at the very end of the book. I think that could have worked just as fine. But whatever. Black Widow's got a symbiote now, so that's fun. So, Black Widow and Hawkeye, issue number 1. I am going to give a 6 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.